Friends, are you tired of random squads that die in the first 5 minutes? Because most random teams are already lost before the plane even takes off. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to read a lobby, identify weak squads, avoid bad teammate combinations, and stack the odds in your favor before the match even starts. Yes, I literally quit multiple lobbies until I found a winning team. So how do I actually decide this? How do I look at complete strangers in a pre-lobby and predict whether this team has a chance of winning? Well, it starts with understanding player psychology. Class choices tell you a lot more than people realize. All right, let's get into it. Okay, first lobby. We got Mechanic, K9 Unit, and Trap Master. Immediately, I'm out. Now, let me explain why. Mechanic is a control class. It stuns enemies, slows movement, disrupts vision. But psychologically, it usually attracts passive players who want the class to create the advantage for them. Confident, aggressive players usually choose mobility, escape, repositioning, pressure classes. Quick Strike, Ninja, Rewind, Trickster, classes that require timing, movement, awareness, and confidence. And K9 Unit? That class literally finds enemies for you. So what does that usually tell me? That the player probably struggles with awareness. Now, can beginners still win with those classes? Yes. Can great players use anything? Absolutely. But when I'm playing randoms, I'm playing probability. And probability says this is not a high-confidence squad. So I leave. Second lobby. Ninja quit immediately, and honestly, that usually means somebody didn't get the class they wanted. That already tells me this team may not stay together. Then I see K9 again, and Toxic Overload. Now, Toxic Overload is strong, very strong, but powerful classes don't automatically equal strong teammates. Bad players can still use meta classes badly, and if I already have uncertainty with one teammate and another teammate using K9, and now we might only have a 3-man squad, nope. I leave again. Third lobby, K9 Unit. Again, Rewind, Smoke Bomber. Now, Rewind can be a very good class, but only in the hands of smart players. You need positioning awareness, you need timing, you need map understanding, and on Blackout specifically, it loses value in open terrain. If you rewind in the middle of nowhere, you're still visible, you're still vulnerable, you're still exposed. And Smoke Bomber? Okay, controversial opinion. I personally hate having random smoke bombers because unless that player is really experienced, they blind their own teammates more than the enemy. A good smoke bomber creates confusion for the enemy. A bad smoke bomber creates confusion for everybody. So again, this didn't feel like a coordinated winning squad. So I leave. Fourth lobby, Ninja, Trickster, Rewind. Okay, now we're talking. These are movement classes, escape classes, pressure classes, classes that aggressive, confident players usually gravitate toward. And immediately, the energy already felt different. One guy's showing off in pre-lobby, another enemy dancing with me. I don't know why, but sometimes you can feel a good match coming, and this one felt right. We land New Vision City. Pretty quiet start, mostly looting, no real enemies yet. And of course, number 2 doesn't land with us. Because aggressive movement players love wandering off on their own, and then, surprise, surprise, he gets knocked. Remember how cocky he was in pre-lobby? Yeah, this is exactly what happens when people over-push without support. Okay, now this brings me to lesson 1. A winning team doesn't abandon teammates. We recovered him immediately. Fast recovery, fast regroup, no panic. Even strong, aggressive players make mistakes, but strong teams recover quickly. Now this brings me to lesson 2. This entire squad had almost no communication. Nobody talking, no mic coordination. So what replaces communication? Awareness, footsteps, markers, map reading, watching teammate positions. If your teammate gets knocked, that tells you exactly where danger is. You should instantly start scanning angles, high ground, cover, vehicle approaches, flanks. That information matters. Now this brings me to lesson 3. When my teammates pushed the drop before I arrived, I didn't ego push blindly. I provided support first. Grenades, pressure, angle control. You don't always need the kill. Sometimes your job is simply making the enemy uncomfortable, making them split attention, making them hesitate. That alone wins fights.
fire sale will start in 1 minute.
Airdrop is coming.
Heads up, soldier. It's time for a fire sale.
Reloading, cover me. Vehicles nearly on course.
Safe zone is collapsing. Trap deployed. Dog tag has been scanned successfully. Your teammate will return to the battle when the next revive flight arrives. Enemy shield turret deployed.
Enemy spotted.
Okay, now lesson 4. If your random team has no microphones, mark everything. Enemy locations, vehicles, revives, rotations. And if you really need attention, spam the enemy marker rapidly. That creates urgency without voice chat, and good players respond to that instantly. Now lesson 5, learning from the enemy's mistake. Remember when I talked to you guys in my last tips and tricks video about never landing directly on your old loot crate in a hot zone? Well, this enemy did exactly that, and this is why you don't do it, because we know you want your loot back. We're not even camping your box. We're just here because the fights never stopped. It's non-stop pressure, non-stop action. So if this is you, if you're the enemy doing this, please stop. Go loot safely first, reset yourself, and then come back for your teammate, if the tags are still active.
Enemy vehicles nearly done for. The airdrop is coming. Enemy spotted. Enemy vehicles nearly done for.
Trap deployed.
Enemy is near. Enemy is near.
And now, lesson 6. This right here, this is why awareness matters more than aim. I heard footsteps near the beach, but the indicators were bugged, and CODM indicators bug constantly. So instead of tunnel visioning the knock, I immediately quick-striked away around the boulder for cover. Why? Because I heard footsteps coming from beachside, and I needed time to regroup, to turn around and figure out where the second enemy was. And that reposition, that's what allowed me to spot the second threat before he saw me. So instead of greed finishing one player, I reset the fight first, and that awareness probably saved me. So trust your ears, even when the game itself fails to give you proper indicators. So what makes a winning random team? It's not just gun skill, it's class choices, movement confidence, awareness, positioning, marking, pressure, and understanding how teammates think. And yes, sometimes the smartest thing you can do is leave the lobby before the match even starts. This, my friends, is how you pick a winning random team and win together, even without comms.